Hello students, I hope you all are well. Today we are going to start exercise 2.7. But before starting the exercise, we have to see through some concepts of division of decimal numbers. First is division by 10, 100 and 1000. How we divide any decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. There is a simple rule. While dividing a number by 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal point in the quotient shifts to the left by as many places as there are zeros. See the example. You have to write all these concepts and examples whatever I am writing here. There is a number 2.4, okay, and you have to divide it with 10. So what you will get? This is the quotient, okay, and the decimal will be shifted to the left. This is left side, so it will shift one place left because there is only 1 0 in denominator. Second is let's divide. There is 36, 3.6 is a number and you have to divide it with 100. So the answer will be 36 but with decimal. Where we are going to put decimal will shift towards left side and left side by 2 places because in 100 there are 2 zeros. So it was already in between 3 and 6. So from this place it will move toward left. Like one place is this, second is nothing. So we will put 0 here and then decimal. So the final answer will be 0.036. Decimal is shifted from this place to this place, means it shifted 2 places towards left. Similarly, if I divide something with 1000, like 5 divided by 1000, where the decimal will shift towards left. Okay, so see, this is here, this will move toward left side, but there is no number, so we will put 0 0 0. Okay, before we can say there are zeros, so it shifted here, and after decimal there will be 0.0005. You can write 0 here, or if you will not write 0 before decimal, then it will be considered as 0. Second is division of a decimal number by a whole number. Let's suppose there is a decimal number 2.6, okay, and you have to divide this number with a whole number. You have to write the examples also in your fair copy. You have to divide it with 2. How we divide? Just see, there is a decimal, so we will remove that decimal. How decimal is removed? There is one number after decimal, so we will multiply the number by 10. Okay, and not only in numerator, we will multiply in denominator also. जिस भी नंबर से न्यूमिनेटर में मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, the same number will be multiplied in denominator. So in this way we have got 26 there and here 20. Yes, now you can divide easily. You can see here how we divide 26 by 20. This is 20. You can minimize it also. Okay, see, both these are divisible by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6 and 2 10s are 20. 13 upon 10 is 1.3. It's very simple. Next is division of a decimal number by another decimal number. Like there is a number 1.4 okay, and there is a number 0.2. What we will do at first, we will try to remove decimals. For this, there is only one. You can write this also, okay. Let's take some some more good examples. 1.48 divided by 0.2. At first we will remove decimals. See, we have to multiply numerator with 100 to remove decimal. अगर 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे it will be 148, and we have to divide denominator by 10, but this is the wrong method, okay. See, out of both these we need to divide by greater number in that side, so the same number will be multiplied here also. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि एक में 10 से एक में 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, so you will do multiplication with 100 on the both. Clear? In this way, what you got? 148 upon 20. Now this can be cancelled by 2. 2 10s are 20, 2 7s are 14, 2 4s are 8. So the answer will be 7.4. Now we can start exercise 2.7, as we have seen all the concepts related to division of decimal numbers. Question number 1 is find. What we have to find? We have to find division. First is 0.4 divided by 2. For this we have written 0.4 upon 2, and we can see there is one number after decimal, so we have multiplied by 10 to the denominator as well as numerator, okay. And then this becomes 4 upon 20. 4 upon 20 means by cancelling with 2 we have got 1 upon 5. Then 1 upon 5 is equal to 0.2. How? 1 upon 5 means 1 is divided by 5. Is it possible? In general we can say not, but we can put a decimal here and then 0. 5 2s are 10. Then nothing remains, so answer is 0.2. What we do at first, see it again. Whatever in the denominator, that will be written outside and the numerator will written inside, okay. Now in the table of 5, 1 never comes. For this we put a decimal, and after putting a decimal we can put 0 with it. Then we can see 5 2s are 10. Clear? Then what remains? Nothing. So answer will be 0.2, or we can write 0.2. You can do this calculation, you can do this division in this side, and you can show it in the fair copy also. Next is 2.48 divided by 4. So write it. 2.48 divided by 4. So we are going to multiply with 100 on both. Why? Because there are two numbers after decimal. Two number means two zeros, that is having in 100. It will become 248 upon 4. By cancelling with 4 it will become 400, sorry. By cancelling with 4 it will become 100, and it will become 4 6 are 24 and 4 2s are 8, means 62 upon 100, or we can write it 0.62. As we have seen in the concept that on dividing with 100 the decimal will shift 2 places towards left, but in 62 there is no decimal, so we can consider decimal यहाँ पर है, ठीक है. After that we can write 0, so it will shift it towards this side, then it will become 0.62. Next question is 651.2 upon 4. We are going to multiply with 10, so we will get 6512 upon 40. Now maybe this number is divisible by 40. Yes, this is divisible by 4. Yes, this is divisible by 4, 10, and In the last two term we see 12 is there, so by the rule of divisibility it will be divisible by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24, 1 remains 11. This is the division, this is the number that we get after dividing this by 4. And by dividing 1628 by 10 we get 16.2.8. Why? Because there is no decimal, so we consider decimal after the number, and it will shift towards left by a one number because there is 10 only, so it will become 162.8. Similarly, you have to do other questions also. There is the question, one more question I am doing for you. 0.80 divided by 5. You know, for this question you can multiply with 100 or by 10 also. Why? Because 0.80 can be written as only 0.8 by 5, then it will be 80 by 50, and so on. You can just calculate it, okay? Or what you can do, you can just keep it like this. You can multiply with 100, it will become 80 and 500, and then you can calculate it. In the both cases you will get the same answer. So the rest of the question of part of this question you have to do by yourselves. Question number 2 is find division. Here also you have to find division. This is very easy because here you have to divide directly with 10, 100, 1000. Only 10 are there. That's good. 4.8 divided by 10. So the decimal will shift one place towards left. It will be 0.48. 0.7 divided by 10. Decimal will shift one place towards left. So it will become 0.07. Now in this case 272.23. Sorry, by mistake there are two symbols of division. You have to make only one. This decimal will shift towards left one place because there is only one zero in 10. 27.223. And one more thing, after decimal we don't read the number like 223. We read the numbers separately. So other parts of this question you can do very easily by yourselves. Question number 3, find. This is also the same kind of question that we have done in second. There we have divided with 10. Here we will divide with 100. 2.7 divided by 100 means 2.7 divided by 100. 100, the decimal will shift 2 place towards left. So one place is 2, second place is not there, so we can put 0. So it was that side and it was shifted now here. So it will become 0.027, or you can write 0.027. Similarly here also this number will become 78 was there and decimal was here. So it will shift 2 place towards left. So the answer will be 0.0078. In this case answer will be 4.326. You can directly write the answers. Now next question, question number 4, find this one. Here you have to divide with 1000. Means you have to shift the decimal towards left, 3 digit towards left. 7.9 divided by 1000 means you will write 79. Then you know decimal was here, but now it will shift towards left. So 1.1 is this, second is nothing, so we will write 0, then 0. Now 1 to 3, before 3 point it will be 0.0079, or you can write 0.0079. For this number it will be 0.3 numbers are there, 1 2 8 9. For next one only 5 is there, and we have to shift the decimal 3 numbers before towards left. 1 2 3, we have put 3 zeros, then we can put decimal. So in this way we will do rest of the questions, rest of the parts of this question. Question number 5 is divide. Here we have to divide two decimal numbers, and in the first you can see there is only one decimal number. Let's see how to do. 7 upon 3.5. Okay, now we have to remove the decimal, so we will multiply with 10 in numerator as well as denominator. It will become 7 into 10, and in this side 3.5 into 10. Now 70 upon 35, and we know 35 twos are 70, so the answer is 2. You have to write the complete procedure that I have written here. In next part, 30.94 divided by 0.7. If I'll multiply on both with 100, it will become 30.94 into 100 upon 0.7 into 100 is equals to 3094 upon 1 0 will be used in removing the decimal, and 1 0 will be written after this. So finally we have got 3094 upon 70. Now by cancelling the numerator as well as denominator by 7, we have got 442 upon 10, as 3094 was divisible by 7. Finally 44.2 will be our final answer for this question. Next is 2.73 divided by 1.3. We are going to we need to multiply by 100 in numerator and by 10 in denominator. So 100 is bigger number, so we will multiply in both numerator and as well as denominator by 100. We will get 273 upon 130. You have to check 13 is an prime number, so it will be cancelled by 13 only, but numerator is divisible by 13 or not? Yes, 13 twos are 26. Now in 27 1 remains, it will become 13. 13 ones are 13. If you don't understand like this, you can divide 273 by 13, then you will get to know 21 will be the quotient, and here 10, it will be 2.1. These are the parts that I have done for you, and the remaining, as always, you will do by yourselves. Question number 6, the last question is, a vehicle covers distance of 43.2 km in 2.4 liters of petrol. This is very practical question, as we we ride in vehicles, so we should know these kind of question. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol? So in 2.4 liter of petrol, distance covered by vehicle is 43.2 km. So therefore in 1 liter of petrol, distance covered by vehicle is equals to 43.2 divided by 2.4. As we know the questions of unitary method, this is also just like this. So we have to perform this division. How we will do? 43, and in both the numbers, in numerator as well as denominator, there is one number after decimal only, so we will multiply by 10, and directly we can write 432 by 24. Now cancel these numbers by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, then 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Is it divisible by 12? Let's divide by 2 again. 2 1s are 2, 1 is not divisible by 2, we will write 0, then 2 8s are 16. Now 2 6 are 12, and now finally we will get 18. In this way you have to show this calculation also that I have shown here. Thus it covers 18 kilometer distance in 1 liter of petrol. So you have exercise 2.7 is completed now. That's it for today. Happy learning.